Queen Universal Readings. I apologize heavily right now. I had to definitely delete the other video, and I think it has to do with sometimes I get frustrated, so I had to delete the other video. We're gonna actually talk about. We're gonna still do a reading, but I want to go ahead and do the birth chart first. But and we finished with the birth chart. We're going to read. We are definitely going to read from Astrology for Real Life, Workbook for Beginners by Theresa Reed. We will be definitely reading this book afterwards, the section that we need to read. But I want to go ahead and try and do the birth chart. I think this is going to be interesting. So I went to astro.com. So if you want to go and uh, try and do the same thing I'm doing, you can go and look at astro.com. And we're going to go down here and we're going to be talking about charts. So I'm going to press that one right there. Okay. And the first one on here is going to be chart drawing ascendant. We're going to look at this one right here. Okay. Now it's going to ask you just value privacy. Let's just do that right there. Now it's going to have pop up a lot of advertisements, but we're not doing the advertisements. We're going to go in here to, as you can see, it says welcome, www.astro.com. It's going to ask you to enter your birth data and create a user profile. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Log in. I'm going to put my email address in here. I don't care if you see it. One of my email addresses. Don't try to tag and send me no craziness, because I'm going to tell you, no, don't do that. Gmail. Okay. And then it's going to ask for a password. I hate passwords, you guys. So I'm going to create one. Don't try to use it because it's not going to work. Because I'm going to change it. Okay. Okay. Then I'm going to log in. It's probably going to tell me because I already have a profile with them. And I just don't. Okay, let me see if it'll let me. Because I forgot my password. Enter your data, create. Or just, okay. If you don't have a user. Okay, so we don't have to create one. So let's just do this. We're going to create one for free. Okay. I'm going to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to put my name in. You don't have to set it up where you're actually putting all your regular information in, because you're just using it for right now. I actually have already done one before, so they already know that, I guess. So they caught it already because I done this a while back. So I'm going to put my name. Let's just put my name there. And I'm not going to put my last name. That's not necessary. I'm going to put that there. I'm going to put my date of birth, which is February. I mean, the month I was born in. The date I was born in is 2. And then I'm going to put my year. So go back over here, 19. Yeah, I'm old. Okay. And I'm going to put the hour that I was born. I think it was, I think I'm going to say, I think it was at 11 o'clock. So I'm going to say 11 in the morning. Okay. Don't know it down by minutes. Country that I live in the USA. Birth town I was born in, Albany. Okay. Albany. Oh, there's a lot of Albanys on here. I didn't even know it was Albany, Louisiana. I was born here. Okay. And then it says continue. Okay. So here we go. So I want to make sure you guys can see that. Okay. So it says born February 6th, February 6th. Oh, you know what? I got my birth wrong. I got to fix my birth. My birth is wrong. Correct birth data. I do. Because I was born on the 16th. What a wonderful time. Yeah, I am an Aquarius. Yes, 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 yes. So, I was born on okay, da da da. So, let's go continue. Okay, so it says my sun is in Aquarius, okay? My moon is in Aries, which I knew that, and my ascendant available after I register. So now I got to register. Please register in order to proceed. So I can't remember what my password was. So and it's going to tell me again my password. See, okay. So it's going to ask me to choose a password. I don't remember what my password was, so I'm going to okay, so let's do this. Let's just use that one. Okay, we'll just keep that in there. It says keep me logged in. Yeah, for right now. Okay, let's see what my title is. I am a oh, let's say Ms. Okay. My first name is C. It's got all that information already on there, right? And I'm going to say okay. Okay. So, it says if you're not, please click here. Your email address is yeah, okay. So next thing we're doing is this is going to store the data. As you can see, this is my information. Then let's see here. What is it telling me to do? User data. Okay, it says, okay, so if you're not, but I am, please click here. I am. Your email address is, okay. User data profile, preferences, subscriptions, user, okay. Now, stored astral data. Okay. State, keep that. Let's see. Stored astral data. Okay. Okay, so let's see what happens now. Okay, so now you're going to see my chart. This is what it looks like. This is what my chart looks like. You see that? This is my chart. So, see if I can get this to move down. So here we go. So I was born on a Sunday, February 16th at 11 o'clock in Albany, New York, right? It says my natal chart, the sun, I am a sun sign, Aquarius, and I ascended into Gemini. Okay? I ascended into Gemini. My moon, my sun is on 27th. My moon is the 6th of Aries. The Mercury is Aquarius. The Venus planet. Let's see if I can make this bigger so you can see it. Can y'all see that? Let me make sure I can get it close enough for y'all. There we go. Now, let me move this over. There we go. All right. So it says here, this breaks down all the planets where my sign, my birth date, or my sign was. Okay. So the first one is the sun, which is 27, Aquarius. The moon is 6, which is Aries. Mercury is Aquarius. Venus, Aries. Mars, Aquarius. Jupiter, Aries. Saturn, Aquarius. Uranus, Virgo. Neptune, Scorpio, Pluto, Virgo. My true mode is in Cancer, and my Chiron is in Pisces. See that? My I ascended in Gemini, and in Mercury. Excuse me. And MC, I got to figure out what that is. I got to look at the chart for that. Is in Aquarius. Gemini, the second one. The third one is Cancer. I wonder if these dates. Okay, I can't remember how to do this because I did it before, but it's been a while. Let's see here. View print chart, printing problems. No, 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 no. So this is what it's saying. I'm trying to see if I can with transits. Let's see. I'm trying to see something. Let's do this. Let's get the book and break it down and see what the book tells us. Because the book basically breaks it down. I knew how to do it before, but I forgot how to do it. Okay, so let's see here. Let's see if I can read my chart in here. Let's see if it'll do that for me. If it doesn't, I'm in trouble. Okay. Okay, so they have an example of this is not easy to do. They have an example of different people's charts, but it doesn't explain it in the same way as on here. It shows it like that, but anyway, this is what a chart looks like. This is what your birth chart looks like. Okay? Let's see here. Let's see. I want to see something. How does it explain it? Does it explain it? No. It doesn't explain it. But this is what it looks like. Let's see it all together. This is what your birth chart looks like. So if you're interested in doing a birth chart or finding yours out, I showed you how to go to astro.com. It's a free chart. And do the same thing I just did. Okay. I definitely got to save this so that we can probably refer back to it. But yeah, and I think what these are the dates right here, I guess. Because it doesn't even break it down to what it means. But I thought, if I'm not mistaken, I thought it did at one time. Maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, but this is what you do to get your birth chart. And you can always download it, okay? I thought I could go thorough into it, but that's what my birth chart looks like. Let's see here. I am right here. This is me. Can you see? Oh, okay, there we go. That's me right here. Okay. And it's showing you all the places I am. Okay. I also, you're going to find out, we talk about the houses in the book. We're talking about the different houses. We have 12 houses. My sign, or my zodiac sign, falls up under the 11th house. And the 11th house, and we'll go over that, represents community. It represents friends, communication, humanity. And we'll talk about each house, because it also breaks down in houses. And it also tells you where, like, okay, for instance, real quick. So because I fall under the sun sign, Aquarius is sun. It's a sun sign in sense. It's also a what else I forgot what else it's called. I can't remember what else it's called. But anyway, and we'll learn that in the book too. I said when I first started this, and I told you guys astrology is kind of complicated as far as a reader. I don't do the signs too much because I know that that's I don't want to call it a weak spot, but it's a spot that I have to really, really dig and delve completely into because it's a lot. And this is why this book is going to be a very, very, very good help for people who is trying to learn all this. And we're going to break down the chart too. We just haven't gotten to that part yet. That's the second part of it. We're just at the beginning. And we will be definitely breaking it completely down so you'll understand the chart. And we can always come back to this chart to talk about it. But that's what my chart looks like. Okay. This is my chart. So if you're really interested in doing your birth chart, you can always go to this website, and there's another website called it also does free charts. And let me see if I can go over there. Let me see if I can, unless it's the same thing. But let's see here. And again, I found that in this book. Let's see. It's called alabe.com. Let me see if I can find it there. Okay, so let's come out of there. So it's ALABE.com. Excuse me. And it's / free chart. There we go. Okay. Okay. So this is a little different. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and fill this out. I'm going to put my name here. You know my whole name. Doesn't matter. My name's all over the place. Okay. You don't have to have your address. Free female. Mine's in February. Okay. It is on the 16th day. Let's see what this one does. And then change that. Don't laugh, because I'm a little further down. Yeah, I'm old. I have wisdom. Okay, so I'm going to say the 11th hour. I'm going to say 8 a.m. And then I'm going to say Albany. State. We're doing. Yes, this is real information. Okay. And then we're going to submit. We're going to see if it resembles the other chart. If you're just coming in, welcome to Queen Universal Readings. We're doing the birth chart. We just finished one out off of the astro.com website. Now we're doing this one off of Astrolab or lave.com. Let's see. It's kind of slow. It's taking a long time. What was I just reading? Oh, that's the beginning. Earlier, someone asked me what is a birth chart. So while we're waiting for that to come out, to come, and if you weren't with me at the beginning when I first started this book, I'm going to tell you what the birth chart is real quick, just in case someone doesn't. Oh, there we go. Let's see what happened here. Okay, thank you to have a recorded mini reading. Okay, we're not interested in it. So here is what my birth chart looks like. Can you guys see that? This is what my birth chart looks like. It's just a little bit different from the other one, but this is what, if you were to do a birth chart, that's what it's going to look like. So let's go over here and see what it says. All right. Okay, so do you see what my these, they're telling you what the signs and symbols are right here? Can you see that? Make sure you can see that. Oops. Okay. That's what they look like. So it tells you the sun, moon, Mercury, Venus, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto, your north node, and retrograde when it's in retrograde. Wow. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio, and Aquarius and Pisces. Okay, so hi there. Here's the interpretation of an astrological chart that you've asked for. Also attached is a GIF or a graph file which depicts your chart wheel. Thank you for visiting website, basically telling them about the website. Okay, so we're going to go down here and we're going to, oh, wow, this breaks it all the way down. I'm liking this one a little bit better. So it tells you my name and everything right there. And it says rising sign is in, that's what it's showing on the chart. It says it's active by nature. I like to get around, meet people, and do different things. Very restless. You just can't stand to stay put, which is true. You need to be involved in several projects at once in order to keep up your mind stimulated. That is so on point. I am that person. Okay. It says you like to read books, yes, and to write letters and to talk, yes, constantly. Seemingly ageless, you will always appear to be much younger than you really are. Very adaptable and inquisitive. Yes, yes, yes. You are always open to new ideas and experiences. A jack of all trades. You are lively and versatile. Because of the high nervous tension that you always seem to have, athletic activities would be a good way for you to burn off energy. But be careful of a tendency to experience things only superficially. Try to dig in and absorb things at a deeper level. Isn't that something? Wow. So it says when my sun is in the 27 degrees of Aquarius, you get bored with status quo and are generally open to new things and ideals. An individualist and a free spirit. Your friends are quite important to you as long as they do not try to tie you down by making too many emotional demands on you. Wow. Your thoughts are offbeat and you're a bit eccentric, but not always very changeable. As a matter of fact, you can be quite stubborn at times, very fair minded when dealing with large groups or broad issues. You are not always emotionally sensitive to the needs of of individuals. Extremely objective with good powers of observation, you would be qualified to study technical and complicated subjects like science, computers, or maybe even astrology. Ah, that's interesting. So if you're just coming on, this is Queen Universal Readings. I am going over my birth chart on astrolabe.com. That's ASTROLABE, as you can see up there. And it's breaking down my chart. It's actually reading to me my chart. Okay. So then it says here, moon is in the 6 degrees of Aries. It says high spirited and courageous. You're a fighter when your emotions are aroused. The degree of force and drive that can bring to any effort sometimes surprises others. You have hair trigger reactions to specific stimuli and tend to let it all, sometimes act before you think and do things on the spur gets you into trouble. Your moods quite a temper, but you don't hold grudges. Very independent with an extremely strong and forceful personality. You are known for being impulsive, careless, reckless, foolhardy, rash, and daring. Mm. Okay. When Mercury is in Aquarius, you tend to be very opinionated. You have strongly felt notions about things and are quite vocal about expressing and defending them. Yet you are also an original thinker. You enjoy shocking others with your offbeat original thoughts. You appreciate and need mental and intellectual stimulation. Your judgment is usually fair and impartial. You can be a good critic because you can remain objective and unemotional about most things. So when it's in Venus, 6 degrees Aries, you are a very affectionate person, but you hate to be tied down. You are more than willing to be the aggressor in initiating new relationships. Indeed, once you have set your sights on someone, you tend to pursue him or her ardently and passionately. But you do demand your own way in a relationship. Try to give in to your partner's needs and desires once in a while. So that sounds like I'm selfish at times. Wow. So is in the 27 degrees on my chart, which is Aquarius. Your ideals and opinions are usually inventive and original, but sometimes they are merely eccentric and offbeat. You are obtrusive, and you will work hard for the attainment of group goals as long as they meet your high standards. Wow. You tend to resent traditional authority figures because you think that your ideals are better thought out and more valuable than theirs. Very idealistic, and you're a rebel with a cause. Yes, this is like explaining me, you guys. If you don't know me personally, yes, these have definitely hit me. I can't say no on a lot of things. Now, there is something that I don't, and I guess it's when it's at those different degrees that I'm that way. I do hold grudges sometimes. It depends on what it is. I do hold grudges. I will say that. And maybe not when I'm in that that degree. So it says when Jupiter is in the 17th degrees Aries, the way that you grow and develop is by being an uncompromising individual to be yourself and to explore your latent abilities. Do not be afraid to let yourself go and develop confidence, and pride in your accomplishments. But try not to become so self centered that you ignore the needs of others. Also, you may have to build up your self discipline in order to focus your energies properly. I believe that. Saturn is in the 25th degrees of Aquarius. For my zodiac sign, Saturn and Uranus are my planets. And because I'm split, we're more likely to be bipolar because we're split between two signs. One sign is very disciplined, the other sign is kind of a little bit of willy nilly. Okay. It says your personal sense of values is a reflection of the value structure of your peer group and those you respect and admire. Try to be more critical in your acceptance of these values. You tend to prejudge the abilities of those you trust and then follow what they say blindly. Basically, very conservative. You prefer orderly, systematic changes and fear doing things rashly and impulsively. Ideals and philosophies must have some sort of immediate, realizable, utilitarian function in order for you to pay any attention to them. And that's the discipline side of my personality. The other side is Uranus. Uranus is a little bit different. So here we go with Uranus in 8 degrees, and this is in Virgo. Wow. You and all your peers will be known for the degree of intensity with which you dislike normal everyday routines and chores. You will go out of your way to invent innovative, unique, and time saving ways to perform various mundane, routine, and duties of living. You will be attracted to all manner of practical and useful gadgets, anything that will make your daily life more exciting. And yes, Lord Jesus, yes. Even when I'm doing projects, I will order stuff that I think is going to make that project more easy and streamlining it. I will definitely order some type of appliance or piece of equipment to do that project in. That's just how I am. So when Uranus, okay, then we're talking about Neptune. Neptune is in 17 degrees Scorpio. You and your entire generation are extremely interested in anything deep and mysterious. You will explore and idealize the benefits that can accrue from the study of the occult, healing, and psychology. You are willing to experiment and push your understanding of your inner being. Only thing I do is medicate. I don't believe in all that. I don't smoke, drink. If I do, is every now and then. It's just not. I don't like anything that's going to hinder my clear thought. Period. I just don't. If it's going to hinder me and going to make my thoughts cloudy, I can't do it. I just don't see the need for that. Okay, Pluto is in 13 degrees Virgo. For your entire generation, this will be a time when profound changes in society's attitude toward work, duty, and responsibility will be initiated. Radical changes in attitude toward personal health and general nutrition will be promulgated and gain wide acceptance and practice. And then I fall under the North Node in 10 degrees, and this is in Cancer. This is breaking down my whole chart. You genuinely enjoy meeting other people, but you're at your best if you can do so from the comfort of your own home. I am a homebody for sure. Okay, I am definitely a homebody. I only leave my house when I need to. Uh, Somebody calls that agoraphobia. At one time, I was diagnosed with that. Um, but I can leave home more now than I used to. But there's like periods of times when I will not leave my house. You prefer others to come to you and tend to feel uncomfortable about leaving your home, my God, or neighborhood for any extended period of time. Those who do come in contact with you are struck by your caring and obliging nature. You really make them feel at home. You form the closest ties, however, with members of your immediate family, parents and children. Me and my son is very close. Is gone. My dad's gone. So you're at the best attending your organizing family reunions. That is not. I guess only in that the Cancer. That is not me because I'm not too much in the reunion thing. So this is wow. This is awesome. Okay. Okay. So yeah. Okay. Let's see here. So yeah, so this was interesting. It actually explained my whole chart. Let me make sure you got. So it actually explained my whole chart. It was interesting. Okay. So if you guys want to try out the chart, definitely go to Astrolabe. I'm sorry, I said it wrong. Alabe, A-L. Let me see, make sure you guys can see it. Go if you want to do your own chart, you can definitely go to alabe.com / free chart to get that information. I thought this was interesting. I'm definitely going to share this on my Facebook page. Yeah, this broke it down. And I really want you guys to do the same thing. And I encourage you to do the same thing. Check this out. All right. So I'm going to put this over here and I'm going to get our book and we're going to Let's see where we left off at. Again, this is astrology for real life. I'm definitely going to definitely use this. You guys are going to learn a lot. So earlier, someone asked me a birth chart. Okay. And I'm going to just say what the birth chart is. The birth chart is a map of the cosmos at the time you were born. This chart can be determined by calculating your exact date, time, and location. Thanks to the modern technology, you no longer have to do this by hand. So actually, you can go to these websites. I just came off of Alabe, and I also did one from astro.com. I like Alabe better because it broke it down for me. Astro just shows you the chart, but this actually breaks down what the chart means. So yeah. So we just finished it. If you're just coming in, I apologize you missed it. You can go back and watch it, but we just got through doing my birth chart, okay? So, um we were right here, free will versus fate, and we're going to go over that real quick and then we're going to go into the reading. So it says some schools of thought believe everything is predetermined. Thinks Others think that we create the future. There's actually a grain of truth in both camps. Here are my thoughts on the matter. Some things are fated. For example, a child born with the ability to paint like Picasso at the age of 4 is a prodigy. This isn't a learned behavior, it's an innate skill that cannot be explained. The talent is there, and by leaning into it, the child has the potential for great success. Our free will be determined our free will determines the outcome. Let's say that the same child prodigy develops his talent for a time to great acclaim and one day decides that he wants to be a finishes painting and enrolls in a trade school. His which seemed to be fated has now shifted because he made a different choice. Although we have a free will, we assume we don't, or we don't utilize it. This is why fortune telling and predictive astrology seems to work. You'll get a reading, sometimes suppose that's the way the oatmeal cookie disintegrates. And then sit around waiting for that tall, handsome stranger to arrive bearing gifts or for disaster to strike. This mindset treats life like some sort of wait for things to happen, which is about as passive as it gets. A better approach is to be proactive. This means understand your chart and what may lie ahead, but then make smart decisions with that information. Personal responsibility feels so good. If you treat astrology like your boss, it will work for you. To illustrate my point, I have a crummy chart by most standards with a Scorpio moon and a whole mess of mutable planets in a tough T square. She's actually describing what her chart looks like, right? With a Scorpio moon and a whole mess of mutable planets in a tough T square. It's no wonder astrologers wince when they take a gander at my chart. By all means, I should be screwed according to heavens, right? It hasn't worked out that way. Sure, drama here and there. Excuse me, I said the. But for most part, I am happily married. I have great kids and I have a successful career. My life rocks. Why? I knew where I was lucky and where I needed work. And then I took responsibility and made conscious choices along the way that allowed me to create a life I love. I use astrology as a guide, not as a Bible. It's my secret sauce. Another example, not that long ago, I had Saturn running through my second house of money. An astrologer buddy said, "Oh, looks like you're going to be broke." I laughed and said, "That's not how I roll." I knew that Saturn can be a badass, but if you approach it with mindfulness and an eye for structure, you can work together like a dream. With this in mind, I created a new budget and a big goal: pay off my mortgage in 15 years. Once I got this plan in place, I hunkered down like a banker during the Great Depression. I counted every penny, clipped coupons, looked for deals, and paid extra on the house. By the time the transit came to a close, I was only a year away from that big goal. Oh, and I was debt free too. That's how to max out the cosmos. Once you move through this book, you will be operating like that: conscious, responsible, positioned for success. Sounds good? Let's make the magic happen. And then she talks about journaling. How do you feel about free will versus fate? When have you felt as if life was leading you? Can you recall a time when your decisions completely changed your life? And I'm quite sure you can. So if you want to, can. Okay. Good questions. And I love that. This on the next time we come on. You guys, our birth chart. Now we're going to get into the reading. I am redoing the reading. I'm not going to choose the same cards. I'm going to choose a different pair. Because I used those already. And because I had to change up. All right, so let's see what we got going on here. Let's see what we got going on here. You know that reading my chart, my birth chart, really kind of changed my way of thinking. I can always go back and look at it, save it and then go back and look at it and like, wow, that's interesting. But a lot of that was definitely me. I'm sorry. And if you don't know what I'm talking about my birth chart, which is in Aquarius, because I am an Aquarius. February the 16th is my birthday. Let me tell y'all what's so weird. My husband's birthday is January 25th. So we're literally both Aquarius. He's a January Aquarius and I'm a February Aquarius. Weird, right? He's more on the Capricorn side, and I think I'm more closer to the Pisces. Maybe that's why me and my son get on each other's nerves. Because I'm more closer to the my husband's more closer to the Capricorn um sign, and I'm more closer to the Pisces. And this is weird. So listen to this. You guys are gonna love this. I'm born on the 16th of February. My son is born on the 16th of March. My grandfather was born on the 16th of March, and one of my aunties, my mom's sister, was born on the 16th of March. Isn't that weird? That is fascinating, okay? All right. And then my mom is born on February the 26th. I have a sister that was born on February the 15th. My oldest sister is born on February the 15th. My friend from the military, she's born on February the 15th. My son's father is born February the 9th. Yeah, there's Aquarius and just all over. Pisces and Aquarius, I think, kind of rules our home. Oh, and my nephew, I forgot about my nephew. His birthday is February the 17th. Yeah, so we have 15, 16, and 17 of February right behind each other. Yeah. So, and then let me see. Oh, and my niece. Oh my God, I forgot about my niece. My niece and my husband is born on the same day. Yeah, I have a niece born on the same day as my husband's birthday. Crazy. Yes. So Aquarius actually rules our whole family, basically, which is dynamic. Aquarius and Pisces. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started here. Oh, look it. So we have the Four of Pentacles. As we know, the Four of Pentacles talks about money on my mind, um, money in my heart, and making sure I have a firm foundation. As you can see, he has money under his feet. So there's a thought of manifesting things that are good, things that I'm going to actually, I'm going to have to use to to carve out the future that I want for me and my family. So I'm saying me, but I'm not talking about me directly. I'm just using that as just a word in there because it's not about me. But yeah, so having money on your mind, making great choices. Now, I said earlier, and I want to say this again, this month is December. This is the last month of the year. This is the time for us to be cleaning up and reorganizing our lives. Okay. This is the time to clean up. This is the time to focus on the things that you want to see done in the year to come. Okay. This is what December is. I call it the cleanup month. Okay. Okay. Now we have the six of, excuse me, I'm sorry. Yeah, the six of wands. And we have the six of wands in reverse. Why is it that the six of wands is in reverse? Okay. We know the Six of Wands talks about victory. We know it talks about um, making things, having that support system in there. You're having the right people around you to make sure that you're doing what's right and you're bringing home good things, gifts. You're bringing home greatness. You're bringing home yourself and you're proud of what you have accomplished so far. Okay, that's what it says on the upright. So let's talk about it in reverse. So this just tells you it's delayed success. Success is coming. It's coming. It's just delayed right now. That's all. Simply delayed success. Do not give up. And look, you guys. So now we have the Nine of Pentacles. Success. Success. Looking forward to the success. If you don't already have the success happening in your life right now, looking forward to it. Okay. She's admiring all the things that she's already accumulated. Loving person. Okay. And she doesn't mind sharing. She doesn't mind giving back. Okay. And also, she's not getting caught up in all the hoopla of having an opportunity to have the wealth that she's accumulated. Okay. She's not stuck on herself, in other words. Okay. Um, I don't like the word humble. I'm going to tell you why. The word humble sometimes can have several different meanings to it. And I don't really like that word. That's just me personally. I think there's other words we could use besides humble. But I think she's a grateful person. I think she's very grateful in all the things that she's accumulated, the wealth that she has, and how she stays focused on it in order to do for others. That's what I'm seeing someone doing. Again, I want you guys to know December is the cleanup month. Okay. Now, okay, so now we have reverse. Oh, can't see that. We have our the Hermit card in reverse. Okay, the Hermit card is that means that as we isolated, Hermit card means isolation. It means looking within. Um, Now we're talking someone. Nope, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. The reverse is isolation. I don't know if someone is becoming isolated because they need to, or are they doing it out of sadness and loneliness. Um, if you're doing this because it's a needed thing that needs to take place in order for you to do some self reflection, I'm going to say to you, that's good. But if you're doing it because you're sad or you're feeling lonely or you're going through something, don't stay isolated very long. Okay? Do not stay isolated very long. Okay? All right, so we have the chariot in reverse. The chariot in reverse is someone who's not listening, someone who's trying to do things on their own, but they need help. Okay? They need some help. And they don't want the help or they are not seeking it. Let me see if I can pull this up so I can get more. There we go. Now, they're not seeking that help. Okay. Um, like I said, the chariot is more of being in a line with stuff, being in listening, making sure that you're traveling. Chariot means to move forward. You're moving forward. But right here we're in reverse, so you're not moving forward because you don't have the need to want to move forward. You're hindering yourself, whoever this is. And when we look at the Hermit in reverse, that's isolation. And we got two major arcana cards back to back. Yeah, that's something to think about. Okay. So now we have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune always talks about cycles. Okay. We're also talking about changes. We're talking about things that has to take place, right? We're also talking about looking forward to our future, being able to, because we're talking fortune, looking forward to things working out in our lives again. We're at the month of what? The month of cleaning up, putting things together, and getting ready to go into the new year. Okay. So, we're also talking about some, when we look at the chariot, we're talking also about some imbalance. Again, alignment and imbalance. Alignment and imbalance. So when you're not aligned, what is happening? You're imbalanced. You're not aligned. Okay. So this is the time for you to clean all that up. Okay. This is the time for you to clean all of that up to make a difference. Okay. Now we're talking change. Time for a change. Remember, I said cycles and change. Cycles and change. Okay. Wow. So we look at that. We have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, uh, we're talking here. We're talking generosity. We're talking nurturing. We're talking taking what I have and being able to give back, uh, sitting in a position of power. Because when you think of a queen, she's sitting in a position of power. There's a possibility that you can be in that position of power, and you're there because of all the good work that you've done, all the reaching out and the outreach work you have completed in this time, okay, or in the past. It could be in the present or the past, or even thinking about doing that in the future. Okay, so with the Queen of Pentacles, all right, authority, royalty, tradition, giving back, generosity, um, being an example, also. Okay, being an example is another thing you can look at. Okay. All right, now we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess is in reverse. Um, so she's so when she's in reverse, let's see what she's talking about when she's in reverse. When she's in reverse, that means, oh man, that's something very serious. When the High Priestess is in reverse, that means someone is disconnected. You're disconnected from your intuition. So when the Hermit says for you to go within, being isolated, that is the time when you need to be connecting, reconnecting yourselves, okay, with your higher power, with your intuition, with your gut feeling. And because sometimes when we're not connected, we become discombobulated. When we're not connected, things don't work out the way that they should work, okay? Because there's no balance, there's no alignment there, okay? So we're all over the place, okay? So this is the time, if this is showing up in your reading, then this is the time when you need to start looking and stopping and getting things together. And change could affect that too. Because remember, Wheel of Fortune talks about changing, okay? It's talking about changing. So keep that in mind. All right. All right. So now we have okay. So let's check this out. So here we have the 8 of Wands. Okay. So we have the 8 of Wands. I'm sorry, not I'm sorry. That's the wrong. Y'all gotta excuse me. That is the 9 of Wands that we're talking about here. Nine of Wands shows where the man has been wounded. He's gone through a lot in his life. But he survived. Okay? He has survived. And he's gone through it, and now he's there, and he has the wand or the staff he's holding on to is a support system. Okay, it could be a resemblance of having a support system. Look what I've been through. We're at the end of the year. Remember, I keep talking about the end of the year, December, cleaning up, going through, making changes in our lives. This is the time when in December should be the time that we tell our story for what happened to us that year. Should be a yearly story told. Okay? And this is a resemblance of a story need to be told right here. Okay? A story that needs to be told. All right. So now we're looking at the Eight of Pentacles. As you know, when the Eight of Pentacles is upright, it talks about things that we have been through, and how we've accomplished them. We set out to grow something, to make something happen, and we're admiring it, right? When it's in the upright. But when it's in, excuse me, when it's in the reverse, we're looking at it differently, okay? We're looking at it from the standpoint of procrastinating, holding back, saying, I'll put that off. That don't need to get done. When reality is we're at the end. We're cleaning up. December is the cleanup month. December is the cleanup month for the year. Again, having a story to tell when it comes to next year. This is what I dealt with last year. And this is how I grew during that time. There was growth going on. And your stories are very important and you need to tell that story. Okay? And so we're going to end it, wow, with celebration. We're going to end it with celebration. You got through it. You made it through. This tells you that you made it through. You survived that situation, right? You made it through. And you might be procrastinating. That's fine. That's all right. Because at the end of the day, look what you're doing. You're celebrating. You're celebrating. And you have people in your corner that's helping you celebrate. So this year might not have been the best year for you. Okay. But guess what? You survived it. You got through it. It's so important that you understand that you got through it. And you have people who have been in that corner and have watched you go through what you went through. And you survived it. And they were there to celebrate. Look, they're celebrating with you. Okay? You have to, it's so important. If you don't do anything else, coming into this new year, you need to get you a tribe that is growing, a tribe that is about watching you grow and you helping them grow. Okay? If that's what you need, a support system, that's the type of people you need in your life. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you anything different. You don't need a bunch of messy people in your life. You don't need a lot of people who are vampires, energy vampires. You don't need them. You don't need people that are not there to help you move on. You need people who are willing to work with you even in your dark times, okay? You need people in your life that'll listen to you, okay? You need people in your life that think you are important to them, that you change things in them, okay? You make them a better person because you have to let them know they make you a better person, okay? You have to let them know that, all right? So let's see what your sense, oh, that, to me, that right there was delicious, okay? That was delicious. That was a good one. The end result is celebration because that's where we want to get to. Celebrating everything we've done, okay? Everything that we have done, we want to celebrate it, okay? You worked hard this year. You worked hard in some aspect of your life, okay, this year. And definitely you need to celebrate it. And you need to have those people there to help you celebrate it. Okay, somebody has, might be a little stubborn. It's all right. It's all right. It can denote determination and perseverance, but it also may hinder progress. Okay. If you're looking forward to something and you want that thing to take place, okay, you can be stubborn and you're focused too. Okay. But you have to be careful because next can happen is some self sabotaging. Okay. Undermining your success by procrastinating. Oh my God. I told you. Look, the cards don't look. I'm just saying. So it says by procrastinating, negative self talk, or fear of failure. Look at that. Mm, mm. Wow. You look, you can't mess with that. You cannot mess with that. Okay? You cannot mess with that. All right? And then lack of awareness, not being aware of who you are. Missing opportunities, not seeing potential risks, seek facts and stay open-minded. All right? Stop self-sabotaging yourself, not being aware of the things that are around you in the situations that you may find yourself in, not on purpose, but you might find yourself, or just missing opportunity because you're so doing something else that's not productive for you. Okay, keep that in mind. Oh, and then we have these entitled people out here. Okay, expectation, special treatment without earning it. Be grateful for what you have. Definitely, gratitude is very important, and make sure, like I said, at the end of this is the last month of the year, cleaning up. Make sure you have a gratitude list of this whole year. Make sure you have a gratitude list. Create you a gratitude list starting for January all the way back. What are the things that you need to be thankful for? And what are the things that you're looking forward to in the future to be grateful for? Because you can do that. Okay? All right? The next thing is insecurity. Dealing with people who have insecurities. All right? Fear of not being good enough. Build confidence and love your uniqueness. Be different. Don't always try to be like everybody else. You don't have to be one of the crowd. You can stand out. Okay? It's nothing wrong with that. At all. Okay? At all. Last but not least, be here now. Make sure that you are part of the present moment because let me tell you something. You will be missing out on some things if you do not be present. Okay? You will be missing out on some awesome things in life if you stick in the past or are you if you're stick trying to deal with the future. We're not doing that. Right now is a moment of again cleaning up the situation now. Whatever needs to be taken out, like I'm saying, like trash, organization, the people in your life that are not being beneficial to you, this is the time to clean all of that up. Okay? Clean all of that up. I hate to say that because it's hard to say, okay, just throw a person away. No, maybe you need to write them a letter. Maybe you need to talk to them on the phone. When I say write a letter, you know, email them, text them, or whatever, and tell them, let them know. Don't be mad if they don't answer you back. Just let them know. You know, sometimes we cut people off and don't realize we're doing it, and we don't mean to do it, and we haven't had time to actually talk to that person to tell them that, you know what, I enjoyed our ride. We had a good time together. You've been a great person to me, but I need to move on. If that can be done to you, or you can do that to other people, just be prepared for it. Just be prepared. Or sometimes people just walk away and you grow out of people. People are in your life for a season and a reason. And lots of times we don't take that into consideration. Okay? Lots of times we do not take that in consideration. But that's all right. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Okay? So let's talk about something else. Let's deal with something else also, along with the shadow work. Okay. Um, I'm telling you guys, I definitely, when we finish with talking about astrology, the next thing we're going to talk about shadow work. Okay. Understanding what shadow work is. That's going to be the next thing. This is not only a reading channel, this is also a teaching channel. And I want you guys to know as much as you can. That's just me. That's my nature. My purpose is to teach. My purpose is to instruct, train, motivate, educate. I love doing it. Okay, I hope nobody is one of these, a gambler. It says confident, thrill speaker, um, bold and daring, enjoy risk, calculating, cool and collected, lucky lives, live life to the fullest, and adventures. Epicure, adventurous, insatiable, appetite, open, upbeat, optimistic, open to possibilities, playful options, excellent communicator. Is that you? Then we're talking about rain, feeling positive about life, new start, clean slate, follow your heart, love, forgiving others who hurt you, you're letting go. Let's go into that year. Remember, we're talking a new year. So there we go, right there. Photographs. What does photographs mean? Time to communicate your feelings, memories of a loved one or experience, inspire and empower others through wisdom. There we go. That's right on time, right there. All of your experience. I think there should be a yearly story told, and that story should be told in December. I think everybody should do that. Wow, you would not believe the next card. It says tarot cards. Getting too involved with others, nosy, unfulfilled life choices, fear of unknown, feeling disconnected, worrying about the future. All right, there we go. Last but not least, we're talking about Neptune, the planet. Talking about Neptune, the planet. I see what I'm going to have to do with these. It says youthful illusion, abstract thoughts, be reactive and proactive in problem solving, think outside the box, gut instinct and fluid. There we go. There we go. Can't beat that. Can't beat that at all. Okay. So let's see what our gemstones are whispering about. What are our gemstones whispering about? Wow. What are our gemstones whispering about today? Destiny. There we go. Destiny. It says fate is like a strange, unpopular restaurant filled with odd little waiters who bring you things you never asked for and don't always like. Yes, 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 yes. Look what it says here. Meditation. You have a power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Again, going in, cleaning up, coming out shiny and new. All right. Courage, having the courage, being deeply loved by someone gives you strength, while loving someone deeply gives you courage. There we go. Look, hope. There we go. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Today is a gift of God, which is why we call it the present. Yes, 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 yes. That is so good. Fear. We're fearful of what next year is going to bring us, right? But we don't need to be. Okay? Becoming fearless isn't the point. That's impossible. It's learning how to control your fear and how to be free from it. So if you can control your fear, okay, you can control the world. Okay? You can control the world if you can control your fear. When you say your, that means it belongs to who? You. Your fear. Not nobody else's, yours. So anything that has your on it, you are supposed to be able to control. Your mouth, your arm, your leg, your mind, okay? All of those things you are supposed to be able to control, okay? So never let someone else have that over you, okay? All right? Taking chances, success, knowledge, friendship, impatient, freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success, by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Trust in chance and take risks on opportunities that can change your life for the better. 1515, the big break. Innovation, focus, creation, progress, forward movement, skills, and goals. An opportunity, help, extra cash, or other support is coming your way. So keep going and have fun when performing your task. The most tremendous success comes from passion. All efforts will be rewarded in big time. 12:12. Persistent. Being persistent is so important. Okay. Oh, happy day. Shift, enthusiasm, gratitude, commitment, contentment, new experiences. Oh, happy day. An ample opportunity related to your life's purpose is just around the corner. Take immediate action once it pops up. Of course, a lovely partnership or an epic romance is also in the cards. That is a possibility that you'll have that too. And we're going to do this one. Look at that. 222. Wow. Alignment. Remember, we talked earlier about the chariot card, but it was in reverse. That means you're out of alignment. But here it talks about alignment, connections, friendships. Oh, Lord. Romantic relationships, family ties, balance, life, choices, compromise, commitment, trust. How do you move forward towards your life true calling? Do what makes you happy. Your enthusiasm is what keeps you going. Follow your interest if it's piqued by something. Following these routes will help you discover your life's purpose. There you go. There you go. Can't beat that, you guys. Y'all can't beat that. So let's see what your purposeful career is talking about. What is your purposeful career talking about? Let's see. Let's see what that is. What's going on with that? What is happening with your purposeful career? Yeah. Yeah. Everything is going to work itself out. You guys, I'm serious. Everything is going to work itself out. And it's going to surprise you. It's going to like mind boggle you. Like, what? This really happened? Assistant. There are some resources you have overlooked that would help you resolve your financial issues. Someone is willing to help you to recover. So you might have someone out there who's been talking to you about your finances if you've discussed them with them, and they might have an answer to it. Okay. Adjustments. Woo, yes. You may need some adjustments to your spending. Your expectations are not met at the time. It's better to be prepared than sorry. So that means you need to make sure that where you're spending your money, again, we're cleaning up. December is the clean up month. We're cleaning up everything, our finances, our relationships, our love, our careers. We're cleaning up. We know where we want to go. We know what we have to do to remove all those things that don't belong there, okay, in your life. Miscalculations, which we probably have had a lot of those this year. I think we have. We've had some miscalculations. Taking responsibility for your mistakes is a good sign to start all over again. Learn from the lessons and use them for better judgment. There we go. Can't beat that. Attention. Be careful in making decisions with your finances. Prioritize your needs over your wants as it reflects the harmony in your cash flow. It will reflect in your cash flow. Last but not least, we're talking discovery. Try something new and exploring other options will help you learn and grow. The opportunities are just waiting for you to be discovered. There we go. Come on, you guys. This is not. Look, life is really not a rocket science. Anybody can get through. Anybody can get through the situations that we go through in life. Anybody can. We just decide not to sometimes. We just make decisions that we don't want to deal with some things. And it's all right. It's not a problem with that at all. If you decide that you don't want to go through something at a certain period in your life, you got that right. Nobody is there to force you. But eventually, you're going to have to face that monster. Okay? You're going to have to face that monster, and you're going to have to move forward to make sure everything that you need is happening for you. Okay? You're going to be able to do that. Okay? So let's see what we got going on here. So, create. It's time to create. I love it. I love it. I love it. A gentle whisper here, a tug within your wound there. You can sense it, can't you? When you lie awake at night, wondering why you cannot sleep, your body knows. What are you here to do? What you are here to do. The wisdom of your purpose is ingrained in your very cells. So, when you hear that faint whisper pulling at your heart, when you feel the beckoning in your wound, strong and clear as day, when you find you cannot sleep, get up and create. There we go. Get up and create. Get up and create. Okay. So, let's see here. Let's see here. I think I'm going to end this here. Let's see here. Okay, so let's talk about spiritual life awakening. Yes, yes, yes. Spiritual awakening, you guys. Yes, yes, yes. I love these cards too because they hit. They hit hard. Let's see what they're gonna tell us today. Again, this is the cleanup month. December is the cleanup month. Clean up everything and walking into January with your head held high and being motivated that things are going to be different for you. Okay. Things are going to work their way like they're supposed to. Okay. All right. So let's do this. Okay, for some of you, relationships and love, we're going to talk about that. We're going to start with that. So, with relationships and love, look what it says here. The law of relativity. Okay, you are divinely perfect. Live your truth in your relationships. Okay, so when we talk about career and money, career and money, the law of secondary causation. Stop reacting and start being the person you always desired to be. So stop getting caught up on reacting to everything that happens. Okay? Change and focus somewhere else. Focus on something that can truly happen for you. Okay? Focus on where you're going. Okay? Focus on where you're leading yourself in the future. Okay? So, how's health and vitality? The law of growth. The law of growth. Be steadfast in your faith and stay the course. No matter what it is, stay the course. Okay? Because you can do that. Creative expression. What do you want to create in this next life, this next cycle, this next season? What do you want to create? The law of neutrality. Practice non reaction and staying in equanimity. Equanimity. Okay? So that's telling us already, it says here, practice non reaction. Stop reacting and start what? Being the person you always desire to be. So everything is stopping and starting, stopping and starting, stopping and starting, and understanding who you are and where you're going on this life journey. And having the people in your life, understanding what your guide is, understanding what your source is, understanding what the universe is, and how it applies to our livelihood, how it does affect us. If you believe in God, then look in direction of God. You guys read all the things that you need to read to get all the information in order for you to move forward. You guys, this what makes this so wonderful, being able to do these readings, being able to do all the work for yourself, is because we're looking at things from a different aspect. We're looking at it from a spiritual aspect, not just going to church and reading your Bible and saying, I believe and pray. This makes you go within and dig inside yourself and pull out the things that are not about that you want changed. December is the cleanup month. A yearly story should be told. A yearly story should be told. And I'm going to keep saying that because I think we can learn from everybody's story. Okay? I think we can grow and learn from everybody's story. Okay? So, we've done great today. We went over a birth chart. We actually we did the birth chart. We read in our astronomy book because we're gonna know this astrology stuff. Yeah, I'm excited about that. And we did our reading. So we did a lot today. Oh wow. We did great today. So, you guys, I want to say thank you for hanging out with us here on Queen Universal Readings. I hope you guys have a great day, a great rest of the week. This is December 1st. This is the beginning of the story. This is the end of the story. And we should tell our stories. I think that's so important. Okay? So, I am going to let you guys go have a happy Sunday. You guys have a great evening and bye bye.